Myself, Ketan M. Patel from Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari, Electrical Engineering Department. Today we are going to learn about the subject of disaster management, third year, fifth semester. Flow of content. Contributing factors to vulnerability profile of India, capacity and its types, disaster and development, and how development makes disasters. Major disaster in India. Okay. What are the contributing factors to vulnerability? There are a number of topics, like first is support infrastructure. The support infrastructure includes road, railways, telecommunications, electrical power supply, etc. These are vital for quick response and recovery of the affected area, which is most vulnerable to damages that remain out of action for long duration, mainly due to lack of maintenance and repairs. Second is habitat or building sector. Housing sector is also important factor contributing to vulnerability, like a non-compliances of IS codes, haphazard constructions, not following building bylaws, poor quality construction materials, unskilled masons, etc. Third one is demographic pressures. It includes like increase in population build-up pressure on other development works, unhygienic conditions, poor living standards, slum areas, etc. Fourth is deforestation. Deforestation will result in weakening of soil binding force, soil erosion, landslides, floods, droughts, loss of wildlife, etc. Fourth is faulty agriculture practices. It includes zooming cultivations, like burning the forest for agriculture, extra use of pesticides, use of chemical fertilizers, overgrazing. These factors have enhanced the impacts of disasters. Dams and reservoirs. Construction of dams of more height affect the ecology, forest area and agriculture's area go under submergence, possibility of earthquakes, dam failure may cause destructions, flooding, climate change, global warming, rise in sea level, acid rains, etc. may cause disasters, and industrialization, urbanization. Due to industrialization, air pollution, water pollution, land pollution increase, new congested townships are constructed, population increase in urban area, shortage of houses, congestion of traffic on road, streets, more chances of accidents, etc. So, this is a different types of contributing factors of vulnerability. So now, what is vulnerability? In previous lectures, we had discussed about a different important topic. So, what is vulnerability? Vulnerability may be defined as the extent to what community, structure, services, or geographic area is likely to be damaged or disrupted by the impact of particular hazard or account of their nature, construction, and proximity to hazardous terrace or disaster prone area. Okay, there are many aspects of vulnerability, like a poor design and construction of buildings, inadequate protection of assets, lack of public information and awareness. So, vulnerability is a hazard into capacity of society to withstand. Okay. The factors considered while considering vulnerability are impact on human life, effect on environment, damage to property structure. Okay. So vulnerability is of many types of factors to affect it. Now, vulnerability profile of India. India has been vulnerable in varying degree to a large number of natural as well as man-made disasters on account of its unique geoclimate and socio-economic conditions. It is highly vulnerable to floods, droughts, cyclones, earthquakes, landslides, and avalanches. In India, out of 27 states and 8 union territories in the country, 27 of them are disaster prone. Almost 59% of the land area is vulnerable to earthquakes. 12% land area is prone to flood and river erosion. 8% land area is prone to cyclones. 7,516 km long coastline, close to 5,700 km, 15 prone to cyclone and tsunamis. Okay. Our Gujarat is also near to the sea. 68% of the cultivable area is vulnerable to drought. Hilly area are at risk from landslide and avalanches. About 25% of the total geographical area of India is prone to the landslide. Okay. In Himalaya, in Jammu Kashmir, Simla, etc. are near to the hilly areas. Gujarat on the west coast are more prone to cyclones. Okay. So India is a very like a hilly area, sea level. Okay. Northwest region like a west flowing rivers like a Krishna, Kaveri and Mahanadi are other flood prone area. Cyclones occur in the month of the May, June, October, November with their primary peaks in November and secondary peaks in May. Okay. Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Pondicherry on east coast and Gujarat on the west coast are more prone to the cyclones. Okay. So entire Himalayas, North region, Western Ghats are affected by the landslide. So this is a vulnerability profile of India. Now, capacity and its types. What is capacity? Capacity can be defined as resources, means and strengths which exists in households and communities and which enable them to cope with, withstand, prepare for, prevent, mitigate or quickly recover from a disaster. People's capacity can also be taken into account. Capacity could be, and there are two types. One is physical capacity and second is socio-economic capacity. People whose houses have been destroyed by the cyclone or crops have been destroyed by the flood can slave things from their homes and from their farms. Some family members have skills which enable them to find development if they migrate either temporarily or permanently. In social economic capacity, in most of the disasters, people suffer their greatest losses in the physical and material realm. Rich people have the capacity to recover soon because of their wealth. In fact, they are seldom hit by disasters because they live in safe area and their houses are built with stronger materials. However, even when everything is destroyed, they have the capacity to cope up with it. Okay? Capacity can be defined as the resources, means and strengths of community which enable them to withstand, prevent, mitigate or recover from a disaster. So, capacity could be a physical capacity and second one is social economic capacity. In short term, physical capacity is a houses, farms, land, skill of people. And other way, social economic capacity is a richness, safe locations and money. There are three levels of capacity. First is individual, organizational and enabling environment. In individuals, like a skills and knowledge. In organizational, politics, systems, strategies, arrangements, framework of the organization level. And enable environment, it includes individual and organizations. Okay. There are four basic components of capacity development, like a training, education, research, awareness. In training, it is a learning process. It involves of knowledge, skills, change in attitude, change in behavior. In training should be given to target group like government officials, small contractors, students technical, school children, etc. Education of disaster management and mitigation should be students at different level from school to colleges. Okay, so capacity development process is very important in disaster management. Next, disaster and development, and how development may cause disasters. Disaster and development are closely linked. Disaster can both destroy development initiatives and create development opportunities. Development schemes can both increase and decrease vulnerability. Disaster set back development programming, destroying years of development initiatives. Rebuilding after disaster provides significant opportunity to initiate development programs. Okay, so disaster and development is one of the best important part of the disaster management. In growing body of knowledge on the relationship between disaster and development indicates four basic themes as in disaster and development. Next is how development may cause disaster. The side effects of well-meaning development efforts sometimes have disaster consequences. The development projects that are implemented without taking into consideration the existing environmental hazards may actually increase the vulnerability to natural disasters. Sometimes development projects may lead to negative political consequences that increase the vulnerability to civil conflicts. Some development projects commence without fully assessing their impact on the environment, thus can give rise to increased vulnerability to disasters. In development requirements, institutional and structural transformations of society to speed up economic growth, reduce labor, etc. Development may result in increased demand for wood for fortifications of housing, and reconstruction projects can cause, as well as road building can cause landslide, mudslides, and possibility long-term environment change in rainforest. Construction of school and houses and earthquake fault line may result in injuries and death due to structure failure. Okay, so there are many development causes affected in disasters. Agriculture projects promoting cash crops may reduce the production of staple foods. Okay, increase in pesticides or fertilizer use of augment crop yields cause contaminants of potable water supplies. Okay, there are number of many causes in development of disasters. Next, in India there are major disasters in different years. Like first is North India floods in 2013. State Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh. Fatalities is 5,748. Tsunami in 2004 year. Coastline of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Pondicherry, and Andaman Nicobar, island of India. Their fatalities is 10,749 deaths, 5,640 persons missing, 2.79 million people affected, 11,827 hectares of crops damaged. Okay, 3 lakh fishers lost their livelihood. So there are many affected area. Third one is Gujarat earthquake in 2001. Rapar, Bhuj, Bachau, Anjar, Ahmedabad and Surat in Gujarat state. 13,805 deaths, 6.3 million people affected. In Latur earthquake in 1993, Latur, Marathwada region of Maharashtra, 7,928 people died and 30,000 injured. In cyclone 1977, Andhra Pradesh, 10,000 deaths, hundreds of thousands and homeless, 40,000 cattle deaths. In drought 1972, large part of the country and 200 million people affected. So there are major disasters in India. Now 2019, COVID-19 is very affected in all over the world and India as well as in our Gujarat state. COVID-19 is very dangerous for people. In 1st July, there are 5,86,956 confirmed cases. There are 2,21,097 is active cases, and there are recovered people is 3,48,376 people, and fatalities like 17,417. Okay, so COVID-19 is very dangerous virus in all over the world. These are the GTU paper questions. These are like what are the contributing factor to vulnerability, key vulnerability profile of India, what is capacity, explain types of capacity, write short note on disaster and development, how development makes disasters, and enlist any 6 major disaster in India. It is important for your exam preparation. Okay, thank you.